Are you guys ready for your next comedian coming to the stage? Start putting your hands together right now for the very funny Mr. R.T. White.
My name is R.T. White. I know what you're thinking. I hear it all the time. I look exactly like Clark Kent. It's true. It's true, but I like to think of myself more as Superman. Yeah. But there are some subtle differences between me and Superman. Superman is strong. I can't push myself away from the dinner table. Superman can leap over tall buildings. I can't even jump to a conclusion. Faster than a speeding bullet? Sure, in bed. Superman's weakness is kryptonite. I struggle with type 3 diabetes. I have them both. Superman can fly, so can I. They just make me buy 2 seats. Superman wears a spandex suit. A spandex suit. I can't even fit in the goddamn phone booth. But it's, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to lose some weight. I recently took up running. Thank you. Thanks for the encouragement. But I refuse to wear those really short shorts because I'm afraid my dignity is gonna fall out. I recently ran a 5K and I was really embarrassed, so I didn't even wear my number. In fact, I ran the entire race in this suit. So when people asked me what I was doing, I was just running late. Going to a big meeting. You have no idea how hard it is to run a 5K in wingtips. But my briefcase did come in handy. I was able to carry my water bottles, my energy gel, my spare roast beef hoagie. I ate it in the first mile. I see a lot of you out there are drinking, and I want you to be careful because the other night I was driving home. It was like 2 in the morning, and I had an open 12-pack, and I had a couple empties on the floor, and I got pulled over by a cop. And he came up to the window and he shines the light and says, "You're going to jail for DUI." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "I could see the open 12-pack right there." And I said, "Yeah, but they're tacos." And he said, "Exactly. Only a drunk person is going to go home and eat a 12-pack of Taco Bell tacos." And he said, so I said, "Well, what about a fat guy?" He goes, "You're right, you make a good point, but you know, if you're like 175 pounds, you'd be going to jail." And I said, "If I was 175 pounds, I'd be going to 6th grade. But I'm trying to eat better too, so I asked my friend Carrie Stamp, where should I go to get some healthy food? He said, "You know, you should try out Whole Foods. They got healthy vegetables. They got good meats there. They even have like a little in-house massage there." And I'm like, "That sounds pretty cool." So I go to the store and check it out. and I didn't think the prices were too high. And then I turned the corner, and what I thought was a woman was getting a massage was actually two homeless people humping. And then I realized I was in Winn-Dixie. Thank you. But I appreciate you all coming out on a Tuesday night. Not my favorite night to go out. I prefer to go out on Saturday night. That's when I go out clubbing. And no, my idea of clubbing is not eating sandwiches all night. So I do like to get out there, and I gotta tell you, all my lines are working with the young ladies. Things like, you have a very pretty smile, or you have a beautiful face, or for the next 6 months I can pay your rent. That one seems to get them. But it's kind of weird dating a younger woman, because I'm 48 years old and I have a 27-year-old daughter, so when you start going into that younger age, it's a little weird. I was at a club the other night, and this real hot young chick was checking me out. You know, I finally worked my courage up, and I went up to her, and I'm like, "Hey, baby." And she looked at me and said, "Hi, Mr. White." And then I recognized her. She was one of my daughter's friends. Although she looked a lot different back then. I mean, the last time I saw her was at the 8th grade father-daughter dance. So. And she did look like different. I mean, back then she had pigtails, braces, although she still had the same great ass. I'll tell you, you gotta watch it with these, with the young girls. They're into some freaky stuff. They're into threesomes. So if you and your buddy ever find yourself in a threesome with one of these young ladies, I do have a couple rules that you need to follow. If you're in the middle of a threesome, at no time should you moan your buddy's name. Rule number 2, at no time should your junk ever come in contact with your buddy's junk. It's not a sword fight. And rule number 3, and probably most important, is in the middle of a threesome, never look directly into your buddy's eyes. Because if you do, you're no longer in a threesome. It's just a woman in bed with 2 gay guys. All right, thank you. You've been a great crowd.